The principal of Jesse Rapal Primary School, O'Neill Stevens, and his wife Kameshaw Lindsay Stevens, died on Friday after being mowed down by a vehicle in the United States. Radio Jamaica News was informed that the couple and their 2 children were on vacation when the tragedy occurred. It's understood that the family was en route to an airport in South Carolina when their vehicle developed a flat tire. The couple exited the car and was struck by a van and died, despite the efforts of emergency personnel who responded. The children were also injured. In response to the tragedy, Dr. Mark Smith, president of the Jamaica Teachers Association, said he was deeply saddened, describing it as a huge shock. Dr. Smith told the news that the death of Mr. Stevens is a significant loss to Jesse Rapal Primary and the education system.
This morning, the Jamaica Teachers Association is grieving the loss of a true stalwart, a friend, colleague, a really dynamic principal. And I pray for the Jesse Rapal Primary School family at this time, as well as his colleagues, friends, and other members of the family who are going through what I can only imagine is an intense degree of shock and grief. We're really saddened by the news that O'Neill and his wife succumbed to injuries sustained in a car accident in the United States. I am heartened by the news that his children, who were also in the motor vehicle, are still alive, although in critical condition. We ask that we continue to pray for them as they are battling for their lives in the hospital. And on behalf of the Jamaica Teachers Association, I extend profound condolences to his immediate family, the Jesse Rapal school community. The community was greatly loved by not only the students, but the teachers, the parents, and the wider community. And this has really been a huge shock to the system. Anybody said that to know this gentleman is to have a profound level of respect for him and the work that he and his team would have done together. And so just leading up to the reopening of school in the new year, this will of course create quite a bit of a destabilizing impact on the school. But I trust that the Board of Management, working with the various leaders within the school, will have to step up to the plate and help to stabilize things. I am being advised that school be closed on Monday, and I pray for the new leadership to help to stabilize things, because this profound sense of grief that the school has been plunged into. But we continue to monitor the situation. It's still very early, and so we continue to provide whatever support that we can as an association, and ask that all those that are in a place that permits them to support the surviving family and friends, that they do so. And we continue to unite around the Jesse Rapal family, school family at this time, and around O'Neill and his wife's family also, because she also passed in the motor vehicle collision. Thank you.
Police conducting a raid in Guava Walk, St. James on Friday seized a Patriot AR-15 rifle, a 100-round magazine drum, and over 500 assorted rounds of ammunition after suspects fled a house into nearby bushes and exchanged fire with officers. The operation targeted a man suspected of gun running and lottery scamming. No arrests were made, and no injuries were reported. At least one gun and over a dozen rounds of ammunition were seized in two other operations on Friday. The Trelawney police are investigating the death of an 83-year-old farmer whose body was discovered at his residence in First Hill in Jackson Town in the parish on Friday. Reports indicate that around 1:30 p.m., a neighbor, who last saw McNeil at a grave digging on December 30th, decided to check on him. Upon arrival, she noticed flies near a window and alerted the police and fire department, according to a police statement issued Saturday. The police later found McNeil's body in an advanced state of decomposition on a bed inside the house. The body was subsequently removed to the morgue for a post-mortem.